starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! No. Check. Patriot! Over!
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch it now, Barney!
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Gun.
Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Set. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Allen! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Sturgis for the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Julio Jones. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Oh, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. A try here for the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Over. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Watch it now, Barney.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. Third down here.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Come on. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. Going up top for Cup. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. $4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. the gun. They'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. There he goes inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He spins free. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
All right, here we go. 319. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Watch it now, Barney.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll set up a throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Freeman with a fast feed, past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now it's Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll toss it to Coleman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Leopard! Gone!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Detroit! Gone!
Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Good, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget,
right,
absolutely.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. LaMarcus Joyner able to drop him for a loss of 4. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15 he goes. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Atlanta, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles.